Hey there friends and enemies, Jopa here again, and today we get the official early access release date trailer for Dragonkin The Banished, an upcoming ARPG that has me incredibly intrigued. I've liked what I've saw so far from the game overall, and I do think it is one to look forward to. Now, it will potentially struggle in the shadow of Path of Exile 2 and maybe even Diablo 4, so I'm really hopeful that we'll get a lot from this game that allows itself to separate from the pack with the ARPGs that are currently on the market. But anyway, let's check out the trailer and I'll give some more information as we go as well. I like the environment we've seen. The story looks interesting. I'm a big fan of dragons, so anything involving them is a good thing for me. Sarknog.
Humanity, at the cost of thousands of lives, sent Sarknog back into darkness.
That's a fairly standard tale so far.
You must stop his return. Confront your destiny. Hunt down the dragon's minions.
Oh, that's sick. I like the look of some of the abilities in this game, to be honest. And the characters. So I'm going to explain how the characters work in a little bit, but that's the ancestral grid. That's going to be how you essentially upgrade skills and everything. And here it's cycling through a few of the characters that you get to play as.
And become the legendary hero you were born to be. And if you fail, death will sweep over the world.
I'm really hoping for a good story, to be honest. Okay, it drops on March the 6th. Now, some other information about early access. Once the game fully launches, there will be 4 playable characters. So instead of classes, you will play as separate characters that have their own skills and everything. And then you'll upgrade your characters throughout the course of the game. You can upgrade, essentially it was a dragon companion, a lot of stuff like that. There will also be 4-player co-op, but a lot of that will not be available at launch of early access. Only 3 of the characters will be playable when it does drop initially. You will also, I don't believe you will be able to play co-op. They're also planning to add to the end game over the course of time. So you'll have access to, I believe, the main campaign, and then play eventually the full campaign, end game, and everything once the full game launches eventually down the line. Now, some things to keep in mind. Early access is only going to be available on Steam. So if you're playing on console, that won't be available right away. This is a bit of a bummer for me. So Path of Exile 2 does something interesting where the full campaign is not out yet. You get a taste of the campaign, you get some of the end game, and you get a taste of a lot of the different content. I don't know if that'll be the case, because it would suck to have that Dragonkin The Banished have a very enticing storyline that is unavailable for those who played on console, and essentially you'll see videos and everything made about it while early release is available, but not when the full game drops. And so that's where it becomes a little bit tricky. I do think these smaller games that can potentially fall into the shadows of other more well-known ARPGs going into early access can be a bit difficult to stand out, because you'll have some people who are inevitably going to wait for the full release, and so they have to get to that point with all the funding and with a healthy player base and all that stuff. So that does make me a little bit nervous. I do think the game looks fun. It looks interesting, but there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered as well, and I hope we get that over the course of time. But for now, we'll just have to wait for March 6th and see what they are cooking up and how well the game performs, how many people are jumping in and trying it for themselves. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you excited about this game? Will you be playing it in between other maybe early access titles or other ARPGs? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video as always. Subscribe if you can. My name is Jopa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.